Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to another episode of EmpireCV.tv, and this is probably going to be the shortest video ever because we have Free Comic Book Day this weekend, and we are just swamped getting ready. We just got final books in. We've got 15,000 plus books. There are a ton of writers, artists, local groups, the Sac City Rollers, the 501st, the West Coast Avengers, Supreme Pro Wrestling. We've got Fistful of Potions coming down here to record live. It's a podcast. We've got Comics and Coffee. It's a video podcast coming down, talking to the guests, talking to you. It's going to be a great day. Tons of stuff. Of course, everything in the shop is on sale. You've got 25% off statues, toys, and graphic novels. Any back issue up to $5 is only 50 cents. Up to 10 is $1. Up to 15 is $2. 75% off any back issues after that. So it's going to be a great day. One of the final books that just came in for this weekend, and I know a lot of you enjoyed it last year, is the Mouse Guard hardcover. It's an actual hardcover for Free Comic Book Day, just for coming down. Now, you want to get here early because they actually did cut orders on this because they didn't print enough for everybody. I mean, we still have a few hundred, but that's going to go really quick when you get as many people as we do through the door. So get down here early. Now, what I'm actually most excited about in this, you've got Mouse Guard, you've got Rust, they've got Bolivar, Will-O-the-Wisp. Jake was really excited about Labyrinth, the book that doesn't seem like it's ever going to get made, but there's a Farscape original in here. And as you probably heard, or maybe you didn't, the Farscape looks like it's going to go through. It looks like we might actually get a movie this time. I'm trying to keep myself under control because it keeps falling through so many times, but let's keep our fingers crossed. And after all of that, I said this was going to be the shortest video ever, and it's probably not because now I'm just wasting time. What is Hank Moody doing on the cover of X-Files? I've never watched X-Files. Maybe I should. Star Wars, we got Matt Kind coming at you with an all new story about Han Solo. It's a solo book for him. I didn't even mean to do that. I know it was so stupid, but it amused me. It's a solo book for Solo, and it's just a mini series, but Dark Horse is making the most out of this Star Wars thing before they lose the franchise to Disney. BPRD, this was actually out a couple weeks ago, but every one of our copies was damaged, so technically for Empire, it is the new issue. The world's gone to heck. You are focusing on Liz, Abe, the people kind of wandering the wasteland that is now America and trying to put the pieces back together or even figure out in a lot of cases what's going on. And Hellboy is still dead. Deadly Class, we've got 2 Remender books out this week. School of Assassins and Robinson Crusoe meets Star Trek. This is by far the better book. They're both good, but this one is the one you should be reading. Black science, just ridiculous, over-the-top science fiction. And I picked a few here because for everybody who loves the pulpy stuff, you've got Captain Midnight. We've also got Blackout. This is issue number 2. I still have number 1 on the wall. And we've got Doc Savage, and evidently he's in space. He's the Man of Bronze. Toppling stuff over. Dexter's Laboratory in comic book format. We've got Powerpuff Girls. Of course, you've got Adventure Time. You've got My Little Pony. You've got Samurai Jack. There's a ton of stuff on that kid's shelf that is not just for kids. But there's also a ton of stuff on the kids' shelf for kids. So bring them on down, show them what we've got. It's right when you walk in the door. It's the first thing you see. You can't miss it. Valiant continues their universe with Rai, and what was the subtitle? It said Japan in the 41st century. If that is not enough to get your attention, then maybe Straczynski is, because he's got 2 books out this week. We've got Dream Police. This was an old Icon book that is finally back. I'm sorry, I keep looking outside. The doors are open. We've got Dream Police. It was an old Icon book. I think he only did like 2 issues. Now he's got it back since the man is doing cocaine or something, because he's got so many titles right now. And speaking of that too, 10 Grand, which is my favorite that he's doing at the moment. Hey there, sir. We've also got Batman versus Bane. This is actually a continuation of Arkham War. So if you're reading Arkham War, this is where you want to go next. If you had it on your saver, we put it in there already for you. Eternal, the weekly book of Batman. It's more of a street level book. And now we get some Batgirl in there. You're looking at the cops, you're looking at Gordon, you're looking at thugs and mafia. Great book so far. The first page opens up with Gotham in the future, Bruce Wayne. Well, it's the first page, I can run it. And it's a month old. Bruce Wayne revealed, he's got his cowl off, he's strapped to a bat signal, bat symbol carved into his chest. Then we jump back, so we're eventually going to get to that point. Now, another weekly book that's coming out is Future's End, and this, it ties into Batman Beyond. I don't know how much it's going to have to do with the book that's currently out, but this one is actually becoming much more sought after now because we don't know Batgirl, Poison Ivy showing up. The annual, there's a lot of DC annuals out this week, a couple Marvel as well. New Guardians annual. Oh, look at that, Kaylee with a giant wrench. It's just a neat little cover. The other cover was cool too. I actually had to sit and choose because it was Zoe beating someone up. And I mean, but this one just, kind of called to me. What If continues, the Age of Ultron. How about what if the Age of Ultron ended good? That would be an awesome what if. Just a one shot, just do it right. Avengers World. It's an Avengers week. New Avengers. Uncanny Avengers, which, God, that's got to be coming to a head. Wow, that's a beautiful, is that Arthur Adams? It has to be. Avengers. And we'll save that one for last. You got Wolverine. Doesn't have his healing factor, yet he's going toe-to-toe with Thor. That sounds like an awesome issue. Come on, Paul Cornell, I usually love you. Origin 2, God, I'm ruining my comics today. I'm off. Origin 2, Wolverine keeps continuing, taking place after the original Origin and long before the X-Men or anything like that. All new X-Men with the aftermath of the trial of Jean Grey. This is where we're picking up the pieces. A couple trades we got going on. Flex Mentallo, voted by Douglas Briel alone the greatest miniseries of all time. But he stands by that. We've been keeping track. He says this is the greatest, this is the greatest, this is the greatest, and he never contradicts himself. It's a mind like a steel trap, Douglas. Pretty Deadly finally comes out. This is going to be a great one to read all in one spot. I only read the first one, and I've said this before. It was a little too much for me. Didn't take it all in, so I'm going to do the trades. Did not collect the singles so I could read it as one. Hickman, Secret. If you like government, espionage, corporations, backstabbing, blackmail, this is the place to go. It's Hickman writing in the real world with all of those things. So we saved this for last. It's back for all of you. I know there's a few of you out there booing because you wanted to keep Doc Ock in Peter Parker's body. You loved it. So many people wanted Pete back. Even the people reading it wanted Pete back. But it's funny because a lot of people were complaining about Pete, but Superior Spider-Man sold better for me than Spidey has in like 8 years. So I don't know what that says, but Pete's back. Number one, giant issue. You got some Ramos in here, and there's like 3 covers to choose from. So thank you very much, you guys. We will see you for Free Comic Book Day this Saturday, May 3rd. We open at 9, we close at 8. Come on down and just partake.